Hello friends, good afternoon to all of you, and I'm back with another video on Sociology Optional subject for UPSC Mains examination. And friends, you already know that we are covering social thinker Max Weber, and in this video we are covering his theory on bureaucracy. And friend, please do these 3 hours as it will really motivate me to continue this awesome course for you, and comment and like the video and ask if you have any doubt, and don't forget to subscribe the channel for the more videos notification. And thank you guys for your awesome support that you are giving to me. Thank you. So let's get started. And friend, know that we are covering paper 1, fundamental of sociology. In this video we are dealing with Max Weber theory on bureaucracy, social action, ideal type and authority is already covered, and the last one that will be remained by theory by Max Weber is Protestant ethic and the spirit of capitalism. So these are the theories of Max Weber that we have to cover. We have already covered these three. Bureaucracy is covered in this video, and the last one that will remain is this. And the video on this last theory will be uploaded today only. So what is the origin of bureaucracy, or how the bureaucracy will evolve? So basically bureaucracy emerged only after industrial revolution. In pre-industrial economy, the product consumption and distribution was at small scale. Why? Because during the pre-industrial economy there is no presence of machines, so there is no mass production will be happen. So that's why, and in pre-industrial economy it involved domestic human resource to produce, distribute and consume. But after industrial revolution, the modern economy becomes highly complex and large scale, as the production will be very high due to machines. And for example, the factory emerged as a place of economic activities which employed hundreds of workers, thousands of workers. And production became very complicated, which required various specialized personnel, in which different parts are made at different places and finally assembled at another places. Various specialized departments were required for the high production, distribution, marketing, finance, control, political, human resource management, etc. So the modern economy offers various opportunities, challenges and situations which cannot be dealt by an individual, and not by and for that there should be a requirement for a permanent system to meet these modern complexities and challenges. So the complexity which offered by modern economy was unique and unprecedented, as no one seen the industrial revolution and what are its consequences. Whenever we do something, then we got the result what will be happening going on. So the volume and challenge are too large to be handled. So for these complexities and challenges will lead to finally for the necessity to have a permanent system to deal with these complex society and complexities, which lead to bureaucracy. And it is rationally designed organization in which means and goals are rationally coordinated for achieving the goals of organizations. So in this system, rules and regulation runs the organization and not the individual person. Bureaucracy was first time used by Vincent de Gorny, which literally means the rule of desk, because this authority is maintained through the offices. That's why it is known as the rule of desk. And then Edgelasky also defines bureaucracy as a system of governance in which control completely lies in the hands of officials for solving the problems of civilians. But whereas for Weber, bureaucracy is a type of hierarchical organization which is designed rationally to coordinate the work of many individuals in pursuit of large-scale administration tasks. Weber studied legal rational authority, or we can say legal rational authority as bureaucracy, from the ideal type method. And I already described you the types of method that Max Weber used for us understanding the social action will be the ideal type and the Wurstian method that I have already dealt with you in the methodology of Max Weber. And he also identified some characteristics of legal rational authority or bureaucracy, and they are the formal and written rules and regulations, impersonal relation, hierarchy, maintenance of records and files, and they have fixed goals, they have recruitment, training and specialization process, privileges and responsibility are also fixed with their chairs. So we were concluded that these characteristics are the cause or reasons which make bureaucracy most suitable form of governance in modern economies than other form of authorities. He concluded that because of these above mentions of characteristics of bureaucracy, and you know that I have discussed you the authority. In authority we are doing the comparative study, and bureaucracy is also an type of authority which is legal rational authority. So, and I have tell you about bureaucracy in the last video, authority, and I am saying that bureaucracy is much good or better than traditional and charismatic authority, and this is the reason that these characteristics are the reasons for bureaucracies to be the most suitable form of administration or authorities in the present economy or modern economy. And hence bureaucracy is able to meet the responsibility of modern economy unlike the traditional and the charismatic authority. And since charismatic or traditional authority do not have these characteristics, that is why it do not suit to meet the challenges of modern economies. Hence, according to Weber, comparatively, bureaucracy is the most suitable form of governance in comparison to other authorities, that is, charismatic and traditional authorities. Why? Because of its formal characteristics, which is identified by Weber through the ideal type method. So there are so many criticisms to this. First criticism is by Max Weber himself, and this will be is that Max Weber believes that bureaucracy will have the highest number of alienation because it do not offer any creativity, and excessive emphasis on rules and regulation will finally lead to the alienation. Then R.K. Merton, that means Robert K. Merton, called bureaucracy as a ritualistic organization as it ignores the goals and emphasizes only on the over the means. He said due to overemphasis on the rules and regulation, bureaucrats often ignore the goals and stuck to the means only. And he said bureaucracy is ritualistic organization in this way. Then James van der Zanden accuses bureaucracy for being specialist without the spirit. And over specialization will also lead to the dehumanization. Then Peter Blau disagrees with Max Weber that formalization ensures efficiency in bureaucracy, and he studied Federal Information Agency of Washington DC, and then finally concluded that bureaucracy needs some informal characteristics to be more efficient. Then Goldner studied a gypsum plant, sorry for the spelling mistake, in US, and partially disagreed with both Weber and Peter Blau, and then he concluded that formality and informality depends upon the nature of organization, and for him military, police, etc. can do better with formal structure, but whereas mining industry, service sector is better with more informal characteristics. Then Tom Burns also studied 20 electronic plants of England and Scotland, and then finally concluded that the structure of bureaucracy is so large that it is not able to take quick decision in today's economic scenario. So that's why in today's economy on the spot decisions are required, which is not possible in bureaucracy, because here in bureaucracy decisions are taken at the top and these decisions are implemented on the bottom level. So it will makes the system or the structure more rigid to suit the present economy. Then the final conclusion that we will be arrived at is that first bureaucracy emerged in Europe, especially after industrial revolution, as we know that, and then later many thinkers came up with the theories in support and opposition of bureaucracy, and along with their respective suggestions and recommendations. And that's why Weber's study of bureaucracy is basically a comparative analysis of an authorities, as I already told you in the last video of authorities, that in authorities we are generally doing the comparative analysis. By which method? Through the IT method, that is ideal type method, and in that Weber identified and exaggerated some of the characteristics of bureaucracy, those 7 characteristics of bureaucracy that we seen in the last slides, and he concluded that this is the most suitable form of administration in modern economies. And later Robert K. Merton, Tom Burns, Peter Blau, James van der Zende, etc. come up with their respective studies and challenge Weber conclusion that it is the most suitable form of administration, which is said by Max Weber. But one should not forget that the critics now criticize Weber theory, but they have not given any alternative of bureaucracy in their studies. So final conclusion will be is that even today bureaucracy is one of the most popular form of administration to meet the large scale challenges and goals in the world, and it doing very well. And you also are preparing for the to become an bureaucrats, so this theory is much more important for you to understand what's going in the contemporary societies. So thank you guys for listening me and watching this video. Please do this free ask, comment, like, ask any doubt if you have any, and subscribe to the channel for updation of new videos. And thank you for your support. Thank you.